Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World, and today I'm going to do a very clean and simple card using the lovely Happy Hedgehogs, which is perfect for this time of the year. And I'm also going to use these dies to emboss a wee bit called Stitched with Whimsy dies. So, to start with, we're going to prepare a card, and I've chosen this lovely cherry cobbler card, and it was a piece that I already cut in my stash, so I just wanted to show you how I'd go about it. It was just a full piece, and I just folded it in half this way so that I could get my good base card. I'm going to butt these two open edges to the edge of my wee scoreboard, and that will help me keep them nice and even. Sometimes when you go to use your scoreboard and you think you've measured your card perfectly, it still comes out like just a fraction off all the time, which means you have to put that to the back of your card, and I just don't like it myself, but it is the easier way to do it. So just butt those up, you know that they're sitting nice and neat, and then just give it a good score and you've got the perfect edge for your card. So just score it on both sides. So next you need to get yourself a piece of card for the top. For a clean and simple card, you have to show a lot of white. That is the rules of it, if that's what you're looking to do. And it can be quite tricky for some people, myself included, so I'm pushing myself more to make more of these type of cards. So for my piece of white, I have cut it at 5 6/8 by 3 7/8, which leaves me a nice tiny border the whole way around. And I'm going to add my Whimsy rectangular die. It's the second one down in that packet. The biggest one goes up too high, so I use this one. It's just to add a wee bit of detail, nothing else, just to center the images that I'm going to use. So I'm going to stick this to my card with a wee bit of what do you call this stuff? Can't even remember the name of it. Washi tape, just to hold it in place, and I'm going to quickly run that through my die cutting machine and come back. So that's it run through the machine, so we can remove this carefully. Just have to be careful because sometimes the cutting machine will push it down too far and annoy your background. So I have slightly off center. I'm going to nick a wee nick off that edge just to balance me up. Just a wee fraction, and that'll make me feel better when I stick it down. I'm still got the right gauge, so I'm happy enough. So now we're ready to do a wee bit of stamping. We'll put our base away, and the stamps that I've gone with will be the hedgehog, one of the hedgehogs, the bigger one, whoops, and the wee bird. So I'll get myself a block. We'll stamp our hedgehog first. I did mean to say to you, these stitched with whimsy dies, that's a mouthful, isn't it? They don't cut through, they just give you a nice, like a faux stitch, which is nice to have in your card, isn't it? So I'll leave him there. I'm going to use my memento. Now, I'm going to have him sitting around here. I'm going to put a tiniest wee bit of grass here, sentiment in the centre, and the wee bird over at this side. So, sort of keeping your head where you want this to be. Go by his legs, what shape you want him to be, and then just go for it. Press it down, and that's him. We'll put this out of the way, and we'll do your wee bird. I chose these two because they're going to be facing each other, which is good for the sentiment that I'm going to use. So we'll pop him here. It's like the wee birds come along to give him a wee flower. Now we need to do some masking. And I have my masks made. I make these up every time I get a new stamp set so that I can use them quickly and easily anytime I go, and it's just made out of sticky notes. So we're going to cover the bird. We're not going to worry about the flower. We're not going up that high. And we're just going to do a nice wee grassy line. Nothing too definite. I'm just going to go in with my green inky brush. I'm going to see if I have much left on it. No, I'm going to have to go and get my ink. So I'm back with my Granny Apple Green this time, and I'm just going to not going to do anything too lined. I'm actually going to turn it up this way, oh sugar, to give me a wee bit more control. Just picking up some ink and going in, and I'm doing it around here, but I'm not going too far, if you know what I mean. You'll see it when I'm finished. I'm just really going in very gently, just to add the suggestion of grass there. Nothing too bad, and you don't have to worry because you have your masking on there. And I just want it to go out to the edges very softly. Nothing rigid. I'm not doing the whole area. And I can bring it up a wee tiny bit just. I'm going to make sure his feet are grounded in the grass, so we need to go down a wee bit more, but I don't want to touch my stitching if I can help it. And just keep your outer area soft. I think that looks fine. I'm not going to bother with it anymore. Stay out of trouble. So now we'll go in with our stamp and just use Memento again this time, and just stamp just a few wee notches of grass. And I'm actually going to take a bit of ink off so they're really light. Just a wee implication that there is blades there. I think 3 will do me. Just going to leave it. So we can take our masks off, and you can see he's nicely, actually I haven't got in. That actually needs a wee trim. You can see if you don't get your mask fully cut down, you can see it just in under that leg, that wee bit of white trim. We don't want that, so I'm going to cut that away. Should have noticed that. Just cut as close to the line as you can. Go back in where he should be sitting. And just pop your brush in. Should be enough ink left on it, hopefully. Bit of a harsh line on it, so that's not so bad now. I'll lift him off. That looks much better. I've got the green under his legs. Take the wee bird off. And there they are sitting in their wee area. You could actually leave them black and white if you really, really wanted to. Oops. And I will go in and colour it, but I'm going to stamp the sentiment that I've chosen. It's upside down. Finding a friend is the best. What? I can't even read that. I have to go to my box. Finding a friend is the best discovery of all. That makes more sense, doesn't it? So I'm going to go with the cherry cobbler to match the background card. Just pink those up, and then we'll try and get it straight. Not my forte, but we'll try our best. Perfect. Just adds that wee bit of colour so that when this is popped in behind the card, it's all toning in together. So we'll put all this away. And I actually think I'm going to round my corners, so just to give it all a softer look, because these corners are rounded. I'm just going to use my old envelope punch board. I'm going to do the card as well. I'm sorry if this bounces a bit, but this takes a lot of hard work to get through 2 pieces of card. Just do it in all 4 corners, and then do the same with your card that you've made. And that sheet up. Make sure you stick it the right way up. So this will just stick here, and as you can see, it is completely clean and simple. Just needs a bit of colouring in, so we're going to do that now. So the colours I've chosen are the dark and light cherry cobbler, the dark and light soft suede, and dark crumb cake. We're going to go in with crumb cake first for our wee hedgehog. I'm just going to do the base of his body down here, just in the light. You could add wee spots to his cheeks or whatever if you want. I'm not going to bother. I'm going to use the bullet end for his feet just to keep me within the lines. Around his ear. So we want to go in now with the dark, and I'm just going to use the bullet end so that I have the dark soft suede. So I'm going right around the edges of them. And then we're just going to go more or less just to add a wee bit of depth in there. You don't have to be really careful. He is supposed to be prickly. And then we'll want to go in with the light soft suede, and you can actually use your brush end for this to get you through it quicker. And just colour it in. And you can go in with the dark one again using your bullet and just add any extra depth that you want to add. Just go to areas you think would be darker. I'm just going to colour the inside of his ear dark. And I'm going to give his wee bottom fur line a bit of depth too. Or prickly line I should say. Backs of his legs. And that should be him okay. If you've covered his eye like I have, I do have a chalk pen somewhere. Just get my wee bit of white into that eye. Bring it back to life. I'm going to lift part of it off. It's a very thick nib for that. Right, now I need to move on to the wee bird. And I'm going to do his breast in the cherry cobbler just to make it all match with the rest of it. I'm not sure if he's a robin red breast or what he is. But I'm just going to go around the breast area. And then we'll go in with the light. And I'm actually going to soften those edges using the blender just to soften those areas. I'm going to do the rest of that with the dark crumb cake, and that'll keep it nice and light because I've added some of that. So now we want to go in with the dark colours again. Start with your dark soft suede, dark soft suede, yes, I can nearly talk. Just go around the sort of outlines where you think the shadows would fall. I am no expert at colouring in, so if this comes out, don't follow me if this comes out terrible. My colouring skills start and stop with fun and nothing else. So I'm going in with the light soft suede and just work my way around. I'm going to leave a patch around his eye there. I'm going to do his beak, and then I'm going to do parts of his wings, and then do all at the back. And then anything that's left, I'm going to go in with the light or dark crumb cake. I think it's dark. Just to blend it all together. And you can always go back in with your dark colours if you want to add a wee bit of definition to his wings. And that's him, and you just need to do is flower, which I'm going to do in the light crumb cake, or cherry cobbler. Add a wee bit of depth to the flowers. I'm actually going to go in with a fine liner for that wee bit of a leaf. And that's that done. Just going to stick it in place and we're finished. And you can go ahead and decorate the inside if you fancy. So I'm using this quick drying glue, so I want to get in the right place before I commit. That is it. Clean and simple. Just your image, just a tiny bit of decoration there, mostly white, and that's the way you want to go for your card. I'm very sorry if that is really bright. You've been one extreme or the other in this house. Nothing good. Right, that is me finished. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll list all the items I used on my blog, so there'll be a link down below. And I see I've went over his wee eye with that big fat chalk pen. So if you find that happening to you, go in and just add a wee bit of black pen to redefine it again. And that'll keep you out of trouble. So you can see I sort of went over it. So I've just added the black outline to help it. So, thanks for watching. I'll catch you all again later. Bye.